Miss Sharon, one of the lessons in H.U.O.E. is on Popeye and his famous saying, "I am what I am." Would you tell us about that, please?
Yes. In the book, our tool, H.U.O.E., Hold Up Your Own End, Non-Violence Guide for Youth, we try to incorporate lessons that will be familiar to other people. And we found the wonderful opportunity to incorporate someone that we felt everybody would recognize. That is Popeye the Sailor Man. Now, Popeye was a hero to all of us. And when you say Popeye, the first thing people think about is that he's a hero, he always wins. Well, in order for us to promote the idea and the concept of developing strong self-esteem, because we truly believe that your self-esteem is directly connected to the level of violence in your life. We believe that when self-esteem goes up, violence goes down. So what we did was we took Popeye the Sailor and took a very close look at Popeye. Now when I ask people, have you ever heard of Popeye the Sailor? Of course everybody says, yes, I've heard of Popeye the Sailor. And then I quickly say, but did you know this? And I start to tell them what's in our lesson here. Popeye the Sailor, although he was our hero, was extremely unattractive, had a funny shaped body, had a big nose, was partially blind, had terrible speech problems, had minimal intelligence. He smoked, he drank, he was bald, was picked on all the time. He only had one friend, and that friend was Wimpee. And remember now, Wimpee was a moocher. Remember the old saying where Wimpee would come up and say he wanted to buy a hamburger, and he'd always tell Popeye, he'd say, if you give me $1 to buy a hamburger today, I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday. Of course, we know Tuesday never came, so Popeye never got his money back. And remember Olive Oyl, his girlfriend? Every week you tune into Olive Oyl, she was with another man. Popeye ended up having to fight to get her back. Well, when you look at all of these challenges that Popeye had, and yet and still, Popeye always won. And we knew that. That was why he was our hero, was the fact that no matter what happened, no matter what bully came on the scene, Popeye always won. Now, let's take an even closer look at this. As time went on, Popeye never stopped being our hero. But Popeye never changed. Popeye never got any more attractive. He never got any smarter. He never stopped smoking. He never stopped drinking. In other words, the challenges that he had stayed with him. But he managed to use those challenges to turn them into assets and win every single week. We even look at the fact that someone said, okay, well, he eats the spinach and then he becomes strong and then he wins. But how many people like spinach? So that may have been an asset, but it wasn't a popular one, and it wasn't an attractive one. So what does that tell us? That tells you and me. We have assets and we have challenges, but we can take those challenges and make them work for us every time. So that we can look at Popeye and say, yes, he won every time, but we can do the same thing. With the challenges that we have, embrace them. Don't try to be somebody else. Be yourself. Like Popeye said, I am what I am, and that's all that I am. We realize now that's all you need to be. Just be yourself. Take those assets, take those challenges, and make yourself that same winner. Every single day, every single week, every year, you can still be the same winner, holding up your own end that God made you to be and that you see yourself as. See yourself as a winner. See yourself as someone who takes the challenges and the assets and make them work for you. H.U.Y.O.E.